Scott, first of all, tell me, okay, Yankees want A-Rod back or they want to get rid of him?
The truth is, Yankees want to get rid of Alex Rodriguez. They don't want to be under the weight of this heavy contract any longer.
So why is that? Tell us a little bit, why Yankees, do you think they are desperately want to get rid of him?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They want to get rid of A-Rod because they signed him to a 10-year deal for $275 million. That still has 4 years left on it. It's a heavy weight. They owe him over $100 million. If they can get baseball to suspend Alex Rodriguez, they won't have to pay that money that they owe him for the time that he's suspended, and that's an awful lot of money. It's about $40 million that they would not have to pay him, plus the benefit of being able to go under the salary cap in Major League Baseball, which is 189, would enable them to buy new free agents again without Alex's salary on their ledger.
I can understand that, Yankees, logic of wanting to get rid of A-Rod, but how about MLB? Why MLB? Why there are people saying that they are into this conspiracy, getting rid of A-Rod? Why MLB want A-Rod out too?
The commissioner of baseball, Bud Selig, has a vendetta out against Alex Rodriguez right now because Alex Rodriguez has been lying to Major League Baseball for the last decade about his drug use. That's Bud Selig's point of view. Has that been proven? Not exactly. Alex Rodriguez has never been tested positive for any drug use, for any steroid use. He admitted to using steroids when he was with the Texas Rangers in 2001 through 2004, but he's never been tested positive. So a lot of what Bud Selig is saying is basically my word against Alex Rodriguez's word, and now it's going to go to an arbitrator sometime in the wintertime after the season is already played out to allow an arbitrator to decide who's right, Bud Selig or Alex Rodriguez.
But why Bud Selig want to get rid of A-Rod so badly?
Bud Selig has been the commissioner who's been presiding over baseball since the drug problem started in the late 80s with Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco of the Oakland Athletics. Bud Selig is about to retire from his job as commissioner of baseball, and he doesn't want the legacy hanging over his head as his reputation to be that he was the commissioner by which all this drug use occurred. He wants to be the guy who's known as the commissioner who cleaned up baseball of all the cheaters, who cleaned up baseball of all the drug users. And for whatever reason, Bud Selig has chosen Alex Rodriguez, the biggest star of them all, to be the linchpin of this strategy, to clean up baseball, get the biggest star out. That's Alex Rodriguez.
Okay, so Yankee want to get rid of A-Rod because of money, okay? And then
always money.
Yeah, but I know baseball is a great game, people love it, but it's also a business. Do you think it's very wrong that Yankees do that?
I think that what the Yankees are doing has, in fact, lowered the legacy of the Yankee organization. They used to be known as a grade A, top-notch, wonderfully managed baseball franchise. Now they're sort of resorting to these underhanded activities, working very closely with Major League Baseball to try to void this contract of their own player so that they don't have to pay the money. And that's not something that we always look at the Yankees as being sort of, that kind of cut.
Okay.
And that's not something that New York Yankees have always been known to.
Okay,
Yep.
So people are saying that Yankees want to get rid of A-Rod because of money. It's not fair. Do you agree?
I agree that they should not want to get rid of A-Rod because of money. They should get rid of A-Rod because he can't play anymore. If he can't play anymore, you know what? You signed him to a 10-year deal 6 years ago. You owe him the money no matter what. Even if he can't play anymore, you have to pay the money. You made the mistake of signing him to a 10-year deal when nobody else in baseball was competing for A-Rod's services. You were competing against yourself as the New York Yankee general manager, Brian Cashman, who said, we'll pay you $275 million. But nobody else had come in with a competing offer. The Yankees basically wanted to sign A-Rod, 6 years ago, because they thought he was going to be going after, the home run record. In those days, Hank Aaron's home run record, and now Barry Bonds' home run record, and they thought it would be very good for business, for money, for bringing in money, because people would be watching A-Rod every game. Is he going to hit a home run? Is he going to get closer to that record? Well, now we know that record's over. He's not going to be able to achieve that. He's far away from achieving any home run record, and now he's known as a cheater in the eyes of the public. So it's not a money-making proposition for the Yankees anymore. So the reality is the Yankees don't need him to make money anymore. In fact, they want to get rid of his salary. And again, they signed the contract. Pay the man.
Mm-hmm. And then, so you're saying that, Yankees they just want to get rid of it because, they just like throwing away their shoes that they don't need it anymore.
That's exactly right.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly right. He's not worth the financial investment any longer to the Yankees. He won't bring in the revenue. let's do whatever we can to let him go. They're not going to win this. They're going to have to pay Alex's salary.
Mm-hmm. So, for the arbitrator, do you think, there's A-Rod still has a chance to win his case?
Yes. I think that the arbitrator, who we don't know who it is, well, actually, it's not going to be heard until probably after the season, is going to sit there and say, prove to me, MLB, that he took drugs. MLB is going to have to either come up with a video of some sort or some real proof that A-Rod was actually taking steroids. In lieu of that, if they do not have videotape or if they don't have actual proof, photographs of A-Rod taking steroids, Yankees and MLB are not going to win this case. A-Rod's going to not be suspended for 211 games as Bud Selig would like him to be. The arbitrator, I'm predicting the arbitrator will find for A-Rod, may be suspended for some period of time, but not the amount of time that Bud Selig would want him to be suspended for.